SMEs in Malaysia play a very important role. They form nearly 99% of businesses here. They contribute nearly 38% to gross domestic product, and they employ something like 70% of the entire Malaysian workforce. So they play a very integral part in the Malaysian economy. Having said that, their resources are very limited. So they stick very closely to the government's, especially the MKN's guidelines as far as COVID is concerned. For example, HR will play a very prominent role at the operational level. For example, employees coming in, temperature taking and recording, wearing of facial mask. Then you also have social distancing, and also ensuring that sanitizers are available. Then office seatings have to be clearly demarcated. Disinfectant of assets and equipment are so very important. So essentially, for SMEs, HR plays a very important role because the SME Association of Malaysia, the president, Dato' Michael Kang, has repeatedly mentioned a lot of SMEs nowadays are actually fighting just not to profit, but just to survive, to carry on. So in fact, just to give a further breakdown, 99%, as we know, of businesses in Malaysia are SMEs. But when you break down SMEs, there are actually three levels of SMEs. You have the micro companies, and you have the small enterprises, and the medium enterprises. And the composition is very lopsided. Of this SMEs, the micro companies, where they have less than 20, 25 employees, revenue of less than 10 million a year, they make up about 76% of SMEs, number one. The small enterprises will make up about 20% of SMEs, and they employ usually less than 75 employees. And the last one, the medium-sized companies, enterprises, they comprise about 2%. So to them, survival is of paramount importance. And in fact, when the government last month, towards September 22nd or 23rd, there was an extension on the wage subsidy program, as well as the special Prihatin grants. So this has actually given a lifeline for SMEs to carry on. And according to Dato' Michael Kang, if not for this extension of subsidies, 20% of SMEs would actually close shop. So for the SMEs, it's actually, for many of them, life and death. It's a very tough period for SMEs. So, of course, the SMEs, they have the main problem is cash flow. And also a lot of their work orders are just in time. So if you have a break of one of these cash flow or just in time work processes, companies are in trouble. And a lot of companies, the SMEs also have another disadvantage, which the MNCs and large corporates have an upper hand, or even the universities have an upper hand. They're actually, usage of technology is very, very low. So they need to enhance their technology capabilities. And then to many SMEs, working from home is, unlike universities, is not very practical really, because the nature of work requires them to interface and actually get work done on the practical side. So this is sharing what SMEs are going through, very rough time. Okay, SMEs, no doubt short of resources, especially financial, can take advantage of technology. For example, and digitalization. For example, in the areas of recruitment, Instead of, can actually save costs instead of getting the applicants to be interviewed the normal conventional one-to-one. You can actually do it using Zoom sessions or Hangout sessions. Yeah. So there's a cost, reduced cost, virtually zero cost, and there will you ensure safety for both applicant as well as for the employer. And there are certain packages where companies can take advantage, free packages. You can actually digitalize your work processes. Gone are the days where you do things in the traditional manner of the 20th century. All employees and employers, I would sort of recommend them to shift their thinking, essentially a paradigm shift, a change of mindset from the past to the current, the way we think, how do we conduct business, how do we conduct our work processes, and so forth. We have to be agile in order to survive. And you need competent HR, what you call professionals, as well as other professionals of the company to ensure the company survive and to sail through this difficult times. And from a student perspective, MIHRM until February 2020, we were virtually almost all classroom. But to meet the requirements of the pandemic, as well as survival and so forth, we have tweaked our business model somewhat. So now we have a combination of a classroom as well as e-learning classes. And how successful e-learning classes, as what Mr. Aris mentioned, is how you do it, how you carry it out. The government is doing its best and believe that the government will continue to do so. But likewise also the employers would have to play a part, and even employees would play a part. So at this juncture, there's, to be honest, there's no clear-cut answer to that question. All parties should strive to be innovative, how to survive. Even let's take even in our own households. Normally, husband and wife will be working. So if one partner loses a job, so how do you continue to survive? You have a lot of expenses to take care of, your housing loans, your car loans, your children's education, and so forth. So what's the right balance? What to cut back and all that? And do you take any extra part-time jobs? Do you be innovative to go online, perhaps to go into the food business to supplement your income? So at the end, it boils down not only government, but the companies and also the individual self. Thanks.